A lone figure sat in a small wooden cabin deep in the woods, the only sound the scratch of a pen on paper and the distant call of birds, while the entire modern world buzzed with notifications, emails, and endless demands just beyond the door. In that protected silence, something extraordinary was born. Not noise, not speed, but depth. This is the warm, life-transforming invitation at the heart of Deep Work by Cal Newport, a book that feels like your most thoughtful, encouraging friend taking you by the hand, leading you away from the constant noise, and whispering, "Sweet friend, you were made for more than frantic business and shallow distractions. There is a richer, more fulfilling way to work and live, and it begins the moment you choose to protect your attention and dive deep." Let me share the full essence and lessons with you softly, the way we'd talk during a slow evening walk when life feels too loud and your heart is longing for focus and meaning. Cal Newport, a computer science professor, noticed something important in our distracted world. Knowledge workers, writers, programmers, creators, thinkers are drowning in shallow work, emails, meetings, social media, constant connectivity. These activities feel productive but rarely create meaningful results. Meanwhile, the people who produce the most valuable work, the ones who advance their fields, build thriving careers, and feel deeply satisfied, protect long stretches of deep work. Deep work is professional activity performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive abilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skills, and are hard to replicate. Cal shares stories that touch your heart and make you nod with recognition. He talks about writers who disappear for months to finish great books, programmers who enter flow states for hours and solve complex problems, and thinkers who produce influential ideas because they guard their attention fiercely. In contrast, the average knowledge worker today is interrupted every few minutes, switching tasks constantly and wondering why they feel drained and unfulfilled at the end of the day. You feel seen when he describes that exhausted, scattered feeling so many of us know too well. The good news? It doesn't have to be this way. You can choose a different path. One of the most freeing ideas is that deep work is rare and valuable in today's economy. As automation and artificial intelligence handle more routine tasks, the ability to think deeply and create new things becomes a superpower. Employers and clients will reward people who can focus and produce high-quality output. But deep work is also satisfying on a soul level. When you lose yourself in meaningful work, time disappears and you feel a quiet joy that shallow business never provides. Cal encourages you with such kindness to see this not as another productivity hack, but as a way to live a richer, more meaningful life. He outlines practical rules to make deep work possible. The first is to work deeply. Schedule deep work sessions and treat them as sacred. Some people do it in long blocks, others in shorter, intense bursts. Experiment and find what fits your life. Create rituals, special location, consistent time, tools ready, to signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Turn off notifications. Communicate boundaries to colleagues and family. Protect your attention like the precious resource it is. These small choices feel loving toward your future self. The second rule is to embrace boredom. In a world of constant stimulation, our brains have forgotten how to sit with discomfort. Yet boredom is the gateway to deep thinking. Train your mind by practicing concentration without distractions. When you feel the urge to check your phone during a walk or while waiting, resist and let your mind wander productively instead. Cal shares how this practice builds the mental muscle needed for deep work. It feels hopeful because even small moments of embracing boredom strengthen your ability to focus when it matters most. Rule 3 is to quit social media. This one can feel challenging but liberating. Cal argues that most social media tools are designed to hijack your attention and deliver low-value rewards. He doesn't say never use any of them, but to evaluate them ruthlessly. Does this tool support my core goals and values? If not, quit or severely limit it. Many readers feel emotional relief when they realize how much time and mental energy they've been giving away. Replacing scrolling with deep work or real connection brings back hours of life every week. The fourth rule is to drain the shallows. Become intentional about shallow work, emails, admin tasks, meetings. Schedule them in batches. Set clear expectations with others about response times. Say no more often. Create systems to minimize shallow activities so they don't crowd out your deep time. This rule brings such practical peace because it honors that shallow work is necessary but shouldn't dominate your days. Throughout the book, Cal weaves in inspiring examples. Carl Jung built a stone tower in the woods for deep thinking. Bill Gates takes think weeks away from everything. Writers and scientists throughout history protected their focus fiercely. These stories feel like gentle encouragement that you too can create the conditions for excellence. Cal also addresses common objections with warmth. Busy parents, people in open offices, those with demanding bosses, he offers realistic adaptations so deep work feels possible for real lives, not just ideal ones. Emotional moments come when he talks about the satisfaction of craft and the cost of distraction. Many of us sense we are capable of more but feel trapped by habits and culture. Cal validates that struggle and then hands you tools to change it. He emphasizes that deep work isn't selfish. When you do your best work, you contribute more meaningfully to the world. You become a better parent, partner, and colleague because you're more present and fulfilled. As you begin practicing deep work, beautiful shifts happen. Your output improves dramatically. Skills deepen faster. Creative ideas flow more freely. You finish important projects that once dragged on. Energy feels more sustainable because you're not fighting constant distractions. Most importantly, you reconnect with a sense of mastery and purpose. Life feels less frantic and more intentional. Friend, this book is whispering straight to your heart right now. You are not lazy or broken for struggling with focus in this distracted world. You are human, living in an environment designed to pull your attention. But you have the power to choose differently. Start small and with great self-compassion. Pick one deep work session this week, even 30 focused minutes. Close the door. Turn off notifications. Choose one important task and give it your full attention. Notice how it feels. Gradually build longer sessions. Audit your tools and habits. Replace one distracting app with a meaningful activity. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. When you slip back into old patterns, return gently without shame. You are learning a new way of working and living. Cal Newport wrote Deep Work because he saw talented people losing their potential to distraction, and he wanted to help them reclaim it. He wants you to feel hopeful, capable, and deeply empowered to craft a life of focus and meaning. You deserve days where you create work you're proud of. You deserve the quiet satisfaction that comes from pushing your abilities. You deserve relationships that benefit from your presence. The world needs your deepest contributions, not more shallow output. Deep Work is more than a productivity book. It is a loving invitation to slow down the noise, protect your attention, and build something meaningful with your life. Say yes to that invitation today. Schedule your first deep session. Guard it like treasure. Watch how your skills, confidence, and sense of aliveness grow. Your future self is already smiling with gratitude, creating from a place of focus and peace because of the brave choices you make now. You've got this, dear friend. One focused, distraction-free hour at a time, your extraordinary work and life are unfolding beautifully. Keep protecting that quiet space. The best is still ahead.